A dog is perhaps the being that loves you most in the world. It greets you every day as if it hasn't seen you in years. It sacrifices everything just to be by your side. But without realizing it, sometimes without even being aware, we break their hearts. Today we're going to talk about 20 behaviors that dogs are thought to genuinely suffer from, based on scientific research and the findings of dog behavior experts. 1. Loving them without looking at their face. Dogs use eye contact as a love language. According to research by biologist Brian Hare, the level of oxytocin, the bonding hormone, suddenly rises in the brain of a dog that makes eye contact with its owner. If you kiss them while looking at your phone, they don't feel it. The essence of love is actually in eye contact. 2. Setting inconsistent rules. Today you let them on the couch, but tomorrow you're yelling. This is a deep source of stress for a dog. Studies published in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science show that inconsistent commands lead to chronic anxiety in dogs. Dogs feel safe in predictable environments. 3. Not giving enough opportunity to sniff. You keep pulling your dog while walking because you have places to be. But for a dog, sniffing is the way they understand and learn about the world. According to Alexandra Horowitz's research, dogs can even perceive time through their nose. Sniffing is mental exercise. If you prevent it, you're not tiring them out. You're generally frustrating them. 4. Leaving them alone and leaving without saying goodbye. Just walking out without saying, "See you later"? Research shows that dogs experience the moment of separation as the highest peak of cortisol, the stress hormone. A short, calm goodbye, without overdoing it but with eye contact, helps the dog manage this transition much better. 5. Hugging. We tend to think of hugging as a human expression of love, but for dogs, hugging is a movement that restricts their motion. Behavioral studies compiled by the American Kennel Club revealed that 81.6% of dogs show stress signals during a hug: ears going back, turning their face away, yawning. If you love them, try to love them in their language. 6. Ignoring them. Dogs are social animals, and being excluded from the pack is an existential threat to them. Studies published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior have documented that using ignoring as a punishment causes serious psychological harm. Ignoring a wrong behavior is one thing. The owner acting as if they don't exist is a completely different situation. 7. Yelling. Yelling loudly doesn't train a dog, it only frightens them. Researchers from the University of Porto found that dogs trained with pressure and punishment-based methods had elevated cortisol levels for months and displayed less optimistic behavior. A relationship built on fear is never like a relationship built on trust. 8. Lack of exercise. You say, "I'm tired today," and so are they. But your dog's tiredness is energy that has built up inside. Anxiety, aggression, and compulsive behaviors, spinning, barking, self-biting, have been scientifically documented in dogs that don't get enough exercise. Exercise is not a luxury, it's a biological need. 9. Lack of mental stimulation, not just physical. Even if your dog's body is tired, they will be unhappy if their mind isn't stimulated. Scent games, puzzle feeders, new routes, these work the dog's prefrontal cortex. Dogs that are insufficiently stimulated mentally show signs of learned helplessness in research. 10. Not noticing pain. Early dogs hide pain in their bodies. This is an evolutionary defense mechanism. An animal that appears sick gets cast out from the pack. That's why limping, reduced eating, and withdrawal behaviors can go unnoticed for a long time. Regular vet checkups and paying attention to behavioral changes means hearing your dog's silent cry. Don't forget to get your dog checked. No. 11. Not treating your dog like a dog, but knowing they are a living being and acting accordingly. The thought, "They understand me, they're basically like a human," is endearing but dangerous. If you establish human socialization with your dog, eating at the table, constantly carrying them, never putting them down, the dog loses their species identity and develops serious behavioral disorders. Loving them as they are is a much deeper love than loving them like a human. 12. Applying punishment. Late dogs can only associate a behavior within a few seconds of it happening. They chewed your bag, and you came home 2 hours later and yelled. They don't know what they're being punished for. They're just scared of you. Warn them calmly and gently. Never hit them. 13. Inconsistent feeding times. Dogs live according to their biological clock. Irregular feeding times lead to gastrointestinal stress and anxiety. Fixed routines mean safety and predictability for a dog. 14. Dogs that miss early socialization. The first 3 to 14 weeks are a dog's social window. Dogs that are not exposed to different people, sounds, and environments during this period can develop chronic fear and aggression later in life. Missing this window leaves a gap that no training can fully close later on. 15. Looking at your phone before looking at your dog. If the first thing you look at when you come home is your phone screen, your dog feels it. Research shows that dogs can detect when their owner's attention is lost. This small situation can cause problems down the line. 16. Using the leash as a punishment tool. Guiding your dog by yanking the leash, especially with choking leashes like choke chains, causes serious physical and psychological harm. Positive reinforcement-based methods are scientifically much more effective and much safer for dog health. 17. Allowing bad encounters with other dogs. A single traumatic encounter with another dog can affect the rest of your dog's life. Fear-based memory is extremely lasting in dogs. Socialization must be built on controlled and positive experiences. 18. Keeping them locked indoors all day and turning on the TV as a solution. TV noise doesn't stimulate a dog. It's a sound that overwhelms them most of the time. It is not a real factor. If you're going to leave your dog alone, interactive toys and scent games are much more beneficial than television. 19. Only seeing the vet when they're sick. Annual checkups aren't just for vaccinations. Because dogs hide pain, many illnesses are only noticed at advanced stages. Regular checkups mean early diagnosis and a longer, higher quality life. 20. Saying it's just a dog. This is perhaps one of the biggest causes of heartbreak. Dogs experience joy, fear, grief, jealousy, and attachment. This is no longer just a feeling. It is a neuroscientific reality. Gregory Berns's fMRI studies have shown that the emotional responses of a dog's brain are remarkably similar to those of a human brain. There is no just a dog. There is a living being that loves you. Dogs don't expect you to be perfect. They only expect you to be consistent, to provide a safe environment, and to be aware of these things. Every mistake can be corrected. What matters is continuing to care with attention and love. If you learned something from this video, look at your dog today. Just look, make eye contact. They're already looking at you. Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new content.